I was happy to be out there, man. Just
do what you love,
getting close. I was just like that. I'm just, damn,
you got
I'm
it, bro.
fiending.
It's there,
I'm
man.
like,
It's
man,
there.
it's gonna be my time, bro. Like,
hell yeah, man. We got a special guest. Let's introduce our special guest, man. Let's go. Come on, Pook.
Yeah, so we got a special guest today, y'all. You already know what it is. We posted with the homies, man. You're in here with my host, Joey, man. Joey Baby and this motherfucker. And then we got a special guest in this motherfucker. We got Jamal
Pogues, baby.
Pogues.
Let's go. Pogues, baby. Come on,
Pogues,
Pogues, baby.
Sorry, my bad. That's my ass. My bad, brother. Yeah, so, you know, he's a 3-1
UFC.
in the UFC.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's been doing this for a while. For many years. Yes. He's from California native. Victorville native and shit like that. So we can get into this shit and then ask him a few questions, man. And yeah, man. So y'all enjoy it. For the people that keep on coming back and watching us, we appreciate y'all. And the ones that this is the last time y'all watching it, we appreciate y'all too. But anyways, we back in this motherfucker now.
It's like you break up with your girl, then you fucking glow up afterwards. Don't do that. Stick with us.
I'm getting my ass again, bro.
Yeah, but I saw you look good, bro. Obviously, you was in camp, right?
Bro,
So
I've been working.
hell yeah, bro.
I'm ready for a hot nigga summer, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey, bro, let's go. You better invite me.
And the pool's open up back in Vegas. It's on,
You
man.
better invite me, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Listen, I'm about to be out there, bro.
These motherfuckers notorious for being out there, man. Notorious, man.
It's kind of tamed a little bit as I got older, but at the same time, bro, I have fun.
No, I'm tired of being humble.
Fun.
I'm tired of being humble, man.
Yeah.
I'm the lover boy. I'm about to go outside, bro. I'm not gonna
Do it,
I'm
bro.
not gonna do this. No, I'm
You in the right city, man.
Yeah.
You in the right city, bro.
Yeah, did you do you want me to, if you want to lower it a little, bro? The mic, yeah, just because I think it's in your face. Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Bet.
I just want to because I see the
video.
videos all over your face and I was like, oh shit.
Shit, bro.
But yeah, man. So like, tell me a little bit about yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where you from? You know what I'm saying? To the people, and then just give us a little background and shit, man.
Yeah,
you know?
and I'll say I was born in Los Angeles, Martin Luther King Hospital.
Oh shit,
brother
that
was
shit.
born there,
No,
that's
no.
Don't exist no more, right?
Yeah.
Don't exist no
I was the
more.
last one there, bro.
Don't exist no more.
Last one to survive, bro. Like I grew up at 91st and Broadway.
Okay,
you know
I know
what
exactly
mean?
what that's at. Yeah.
You know, I have family from PJs. You know, I got family in Jordan Downs. I got family all over. You know what I mean? Bakersfield. You know, California Garden, San Bernardino. So I got family. You know, the game bang. That just
Shout out to
like,
everybody. Shout out to the
you know,
office.
Shout out to the fans.
and
Shout out to the
then,
fans.
So for me, growing up, that's all you see: street life. You know, your dad. My dad's in the streets. He's in the MC, Chosen Few. So, you know, my dad.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like all street life is just kind of what just kind of what I grew up in. So I think, I don't know what happened. Got a little bit older, I think 3 of my cousins did, went to Hoovers, got put on for Hoovers. Yeah. And then, one of them, facing life right now.
Damn shit.
I got another one just got home doing like 18, got another one coming home, after doing 8, so it's just like,
damn.
That's just kind of where we grew up, you know what I mean? So eventually, my dad was like, hey, I want my son to live like this, you know what I'm saying? So we moved to Victorville, but this is like before Victorville was like, they start moving people up there, you know what I mean? So it was like quiet, it was scary.
Wasn't really much there, though.
Yeah, it wasn't really much there, it was quiet.
I remember driving to Victorville.
You would just drive through to get to Vegas or back to LA.
It grew a lot, man. Like, you get the same ages, and I remember being a kid and just seeing it was small, and all of a sudden, that motherfucker just blew up, man. Like, all of it, like the restaurants and all that shit, like by the freeway on the 15. I was like, bro, that shit
Restaurant row and all that?
That shit was not there. Like, none of that shit was there like that. So
I mean, coolest thing we got is like BJ's or Cosmos. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you got Scandia, right? Or some shit like
Don't do
that?
Don't
Man,
do
they used to have one out here.
You got some stories
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we got some stories.
It'd be like Knott's Berry Farm out there, bro. People meeting up.
That was like the spot to go to when you was 12, 13. You start like kissing on the girl.
Talking to girl, bro. That was the goal.
No, you had to. Cause
Yeah, that was the goal.
Yeah. They had like mini golf and all that shit.
Mini golf. And that's when you really would do it because you hide behind that little corner with your little girlfriend, like, and get that little peck, and then next thing you know, it's like it's just crazy, you know what I mean? But I'll say like I joined Victorville. I think it was different. It was definitely different. Like, I mean, I just grew up like from growing up in one environment to the other. I had like a quiet cul-de-sac. My parents live right off a golf course, so it's just like it ain't. Don't think it's that crazy. It's just you know what I mean. It's just what it is.
It's what it is.
Yeah, but I think like after that, man, it was just like I found training when I was like 13. Like 13 and
like fighing like as
MMA
or like
I started with jiu-jitsu. Yeah, jiu-jitsu was like my beginning because it was like I first started jiu-jitsu. I'm gonna tell you how though. I was in PE and I seen this kid getting bullied. Yeah. So then I was like, I went over there, pushed the kid down, punched him, like, hey, man, you don't do that, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So the dude was...
Real shit?
So then the dude was acting like a little bitch. Like, he started crying. So I guess the dude, Emmanuel, who did jiu-jitsu, came around the corner and saw me, thought I was being the bully. So he put me in a rear naked choke. I didn't know what to do. I didn't tap. I passed out.
You learned that day, right?
And then I woke up and then, he was like, my bad. Like, they told me what happened. I just saw you bullied. I blacked out. And I was like, yo, what is that? Like, I'm coming from LA. So it was like, bro, we know boxing. Like,
exactly.
Street fighting.
What's this? He was like, oh, this is jiu-jitsu, or they call it grappling. I was like, what? Like, the fuck is this shit? And then I'll say, the whole school just got around that word of like me getting my ass whooped. So I was like, I gotta join your gym and whoop your ass.
I'm gonna learn, motherfucker.
Yeah. I tried to get my mom to do it. She would not let me do it. Yeah. And then I convinced her. I can't even remember how I convinced her to do it, but then she did it. And then after that, I just been training ever since. So I'm not gonna lie.
That's what's in 13. That's what's up, man. Hey, who would have known that happening will get you where you're at right now?
Yeah, my mom happy now.
Trajectory of your life.
Yeah.
So you think if you didn't find like MMA and training, you would think you'd be like a different position in your life? You think you'd kind of lean more to the streets, or do you think that kind of saved you in that sense?
Yeah, because I think it was like I had something to rely on. You know what I mean? So I didn't take fighting serious in the beginning. So it wasn't like I loved it. I wanted to get good and I wanted to beat people up. But it was it was hard. You know what I mean? And then my life at home was hard and parents constantly fighting and then, families, shit they be doing. So, I just felt like I didn't get no love anywhere. So to me, I found love in the gym, and then when life started getting hard for me and when I started going, I would say losing my mind is when you start meeting the politics and when it comes to fighting gyms and you're like, yo, this is my only place to get away from all my bullshit. And then you play the politics, and then you're just like, bro, this is the only thing that make me happy, So then you just keep playing the role. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I do the same thing now. Life's hard now, but then as long as I can hit the gym, it's like I'm good. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm good. So to me, it's just like no matter how far I fall off, the gym always calls me. So I think the difference now, being where my age now, is just I just don't leave the gym now because it's just I know once I leave the gym, I'm gonna do some stupid shit. And then I'm gonna get tired of it. I'm gonna feel dumb. Or I'm gonna do something too fucked up where I ain't gonna be able to recover from. And then what I'm gonna do? Go back to the gym, and then we gonna be like, should never left this motherfucker in the first place. So
it's like your sanctuary.
Yeah, that's my sanctuary, bro.
Lock in and let that stress out.
Yeah,
bro.
it's not even about the money, man. It's not even about the fame and the fans. It's just man, I'm just trying to survive.
It seemed like it always kept you
it's grounded.
Grounded,
yeah. Exactly. Just kept me level-headed, bro. So it was just you could have do anything in my life. And then it would just be like, that's cool, I'm going to the gym. And then even if I got my ass whooped, I was forcing it and it was all the anger went away. But, I just say fighting saved my life for sure. That's why I love it.
Shout out to that, man. That's real shit. That's some real shit. I mean, that's real inspiration, for anybody, going through the same shit. Don't give up. That's for sure. Don't give up, for sure.
I think too, man, being in the gym, going through, kind of translate to life, right? It might not be all good this day. I'm getting my ass whooped this day, but the next day I'm gonna come whoop ass. So kind of translate to life, where you might be down, life may kicking you down this day, but just know I'm gonna come back from it and it helps you. Gotta translate to your real life, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think it's it's transparent. That's what people will say. I'm reading more books now, so
That's right.
So I would say it goes hand to hand. So it's every time I need a question about life, I look at fighting. You know what I mean? And I try to compare it to fighting because I don't have how I would say people to talk to. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first in my generation to do a lot of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm the first in my generation to leave the country. You get what I'm saying?
Dope, man.
I'm the first to do a lot of shit, being a professional athlete, doing these things. And so it's
dope, man. That's dope.
I'm the only one of my dad's sons that never hit the penitentiary system. So it's I don't have a dictionary or reference points as everybody else. So to me, it's my reference point is fighting. So it's I try to compare it to a situation I felt in fighting and vice versa. If something's hard, hard in fighting, well, fuck, how did I get through it in life? So then it always goes hand in hand. But to me, you just got to play it that way because it's me, if I can't ask for a lot of help or a different direction because it's people don't know where you came from, they don't know what you're dealing with. And at the same time, it's I just want to become great. I just want to be a world champion. So
yes,
I don't want nobody to deter me from this. You know what I mean? So that's why I say I keep my conversations with God and, you know, good, and then like I keep with a tight circle, you know. So it just, to me, it's like keep God, keep a tight circle. That's and right. Even then, like when you get opportunity to to talk about yourself or just tell your piece to the world, then you say it.
Yeah.
You know, but just tell your truth, man. That's
Amen to that, bro. Amen to that.
They're going through the same thing as you know, like, you know, they're going through it. They think they're by themselves, but you already been there, kind of kick down those doors, and you can give them hope that, hey, look, I come from the same place you come from, and look where I'm at. You could do it too.
Always,
you
know? All the kids. I mean, not even just kids, man. Even the adults being there, these dudes be 24, 25.
For
like,
real.
I be talking to them, bro. I be like, yo, I've been there. I know what you're going through. I know I know how hard it is to find a sponsor. Don't do this. Worry about this. You know, and it sucks because it's like, you got the coaches, you got the managers, you got and it's like
in the way.
Yeah, you know, and then you got your family, and you got the stress of being an adult and trying to pay bills, and it's like, you know, it's like, bro, I've been through all that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, but it just sucks, bro. But like I said, anytime, it's life. But then it's cool to see it because like I feel like I'm glad I went through a lot of shit early because now I'm watching everybody make the same mistakes. Like getting into the UFC, these dudes are like making good money, and I'm like, this is what y'all falling out on? Like, man, I've been through that. Like, I might have been late to the show, but like, damn, bro, like I already know what you going through over here. So life just kind of like you play it that way, you know. So to me, just tell your truth, and I always try to help everybody I can, you know, like, and not doing too much because you know I know where you at, and I know you ain't gonna listen. You're a knucklehead. If you're a knucklehead like me, you ain't gonna listen. So I keep it brief, I keep it short, but I keep it like with a point where you gonna look at me and be like, all right, you know, if you talk too long. Yeah, you know, you could be like, right, nigga, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But you know, but I keep it quick and I keep it intent. But I keep it like, hey, bro, like I'm gonna say it with some conviction, so you know, like, he's serious. But then, boom, go ahead and do your thing, bro.
It's short, but the message will come across for sure.
Hell yeah. A lot of motherfuckers got their chip on their shoulder. They don't. Hey, that's your problem. Yeah. But the fact you take your time and you know, hey, bro, like I see what's going on. Let me holler at you. Just tell you my quick 2 cents, and that's it. You take it. You don't. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. And I think a lot of people nowadays don't like to listen. Like you said, there's grown-ass men that go through the same shit. And then like, hey, bro. And then they go their way and you go your way. And it's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not saying my way is right. But like, fuck, I mean, I'm doing some pretty cool things. So I'm like.
Definitely,
but as far as like what you've been through already and you're trying to show them, hey, I've been here and shit like that. So it's like, just take it from me. I don't know if you can listen to me or not. It's up to you. But let me give you my little 2 cents and take it with a grain of salt. And if you know what I'm saying, if you want to listen to it, then do it. If not, then hey, it is what it is.
That's what's
up. You know what I'm saying? So,
try to help people lead to their happiness. People just want to be happy.
That's it. They
want
peace.
And people want to be loved. You know, exactly.
Love, peace, love, happiness.
So then it's just like, hey, look, man, I know what you're going through. Boom, 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 boom. This is my situation. This is how I did it. Even if it's not fighting, maybe it's life. Maybe it's like in a street sense, or maybe like you're dodging something, or something is pulling you back. So it's like maybe I can give you some tools to help you. Yeah. And then it's like boom, boom, boom. And then it's like after that, like I go on about my day, joke, have fun. Yeah. Like I don't know, I'll just be my mind be everywhere else. So I'll just be like,
hey, buy action figures, comic books, and
like my mind be somewhere else, bro.
For real, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's what like we clicked, bro, because I saw that off the bat from you. You were just like. I felt like I was talking to my homie, like I knew you know what I'm saying? So I think you kept that genuine energy all the time, and that's why, you know, you yourself all the time. So I respect that, you know.
You can't fake a vibe, man. You can't fake energy. Like you feel it when certain motherfuckers, you're like, oh, this motherfucker real. Like the way you talk, you can tell, bro. You
or the cameras turn on, they something different. Turn off, it's something different. You know, I seen that shit. You know, I've seen that plenty of times. You know,
I just be like, I'm me. Like, like I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, bro, like. I'm gonna speak God into you, and I still fight you. Like I don't know what you want me to do. Like I'm 50-50. Like you know, like it depends how I feel when I wake up that day. Like some days, like I read my Bible, some days I didn't. So if I didn't read my Bible that morning,
you might have got it, motherfucker. You got the share the stick that day.
I want to ask not by saying any names, but I was always curious. So how does a fighters like your DM like? Other fighters in there antagonizing you, or other people like without saying names, but does that happen, or is it just mostly the fans that are mostly just in there like talking?
Yeah, it's I'm gonna say it's mostly fans. I don't think it's really like the fighters. You know what I mean? Because like I think on a respect level, we all fighting the same battle, so we ain't we're trying to do our thing, but it's the fans, man. Because it just be the.
Oh, trust me.
It just be the same talk.
We know, bro.
I just sometimes I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I'll be calling my mom, bro, and I'll be like, "Mama."
It fuck you up sometimes, bro. And you get to you try not to, but you're like, man, what the fuck? Like, how did this shit get to this point? Like, fuck, bro.
The mom's voice always calmed her down. The voice of reason.
I'm a mama's voice. So it's like, mama, hey. And she be like, just pray, baby. I don't want to pray. Hey. It's the fans. But I think fighters, you get some fighters that say some slick shit. But to me, it's always kept it like very simple. I always kept it like and not even a threatening message. It was like, keep the same energy. It's kind of like that. It's more like that. Like, and it's not like saying we ain't got to fight when we see each other. It ain't that. It's not. It don't have to be violent. It's just let's keep it that way. Like don't come in my face and laugh. Don't try to be around me and make a little quick joke. Let's just. Just keep it like that. That's kind of how I try to do it.
Yeah, that's good. What's up, man? So I wanted to ask you a question, man. Who's your Mount Rushmore fighters, man? If you had to pick,
all right.
Yeah, like your top four.
Top four. You gotta give John Jones.
Okay. So
I wear the slits on the side of my shorts because of John Jones. Like that's what people don't realize. Like my slit is John Jones, and then you got to give Anderson Silva. To me,
man, I feel like this new generation don't credit Anderson.
They don't give.
It was before the social media kind of thing. It was there, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is now, bro.
It was just like even when you watch him against Izzy, even Izzy said like, bro, if he was younger, he would have beat me.
Bro, yes.
Come on, bro.
He was almost 40.
43.
Yeah,
43, man. So Anderson Silva would be
the fact that he even did that fight,
ducking kicks, Matrix style still.
Yeah, like what are you doing, bro? So
that's a good.
That's like to me was the one, right? It's gonna be crazy. GSP is gonna be another one. I know he's a GOAT. GSP to me was like, man, it was the jab, and to me it was just like I kind of like that's my jab, that's my favorite punch. So everybody knows that fighting me is just.
I've heard it before. I've seen it before.
Yeah, like it hurts. So then it's just like, to me it was like I watched a guy. Reason why I admire to him the most is because he didn't start off as wrestling. And I didn't start off as a wrestler.
Yeah, I remember his story a little bit. Yeah,
so then to me, for him to eventually end his game with a dominant wrestling career, and then everybody started talking about his wrestling compared to his striking, was like, to me, it's like, I didn't come from a wrestling background. I came from jiu-jitsu. Yeah. So then a lot of people didn't give me respect. So, but then I was always booked against like D1 wrestlers, all these guys, Olympic wrestlers. And then it was like, well, how is he beating all these wrestlers? So to me, GSP is always gonna be my guy. You know what I mean?
I fuck with that. Bro.
And then last one's tough because it's a tie, but to me it's Matt Hughes. That's like a legend. Matt Hughes, bro. I hate to put him in there because I met him personally. He's an asshole. But to me, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Be like that, man.
What was the interaction
you
like?
Meet your goats.
If you could say something, what was the interaction like? What you
like? I was a fan. I went up to him. I was like, "Yo, I'm a big fan. Can I get a picture? Like, I grew up watching you." And he was like, "Hey, bro, I ain't taking no pictures. Get the hell out of my face." Then I was mad. But then my coach, Joe Daddy Stevenson, who was coach by him in Ultimate Fighter, seen him later that day. Was like, "Yo, this is the fighter I was telling you that I was a big fan." And then he looked like, "Oh, like." My bad. And then like me, I'm 19, so I mean, fuck you, nigga. Like,
but the same time,
and like you said, keep that same energy, man.
Why did it take someone else telling you for me to give me that respect?
I just never wanted to be like that, bro.
Nah, I respect that.
It's not like I ain't had too many idols growing up. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was just like, come on, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I met 3 of the 4, and then I was only impressed with like 1. You know what I mean? So it's just like. I don't know. Don't meet your idols. That's what
they always say it, man. They always say that shit. Yeah.
But you kind of brought up Joe Daddy Stevenson. Like, was any other fighters from the high desert? Because obviously got Dom Reyes, Joe Stevenson was maybe the first one. I don't know.
Yeah, Dan Henderson,
like,
Victorville. Yeah.
Is it crazy that you're like now you're kind of like in that same breath as far as like fighters that broke through from the high desert? Like, do you like does it like take a step back and click or no, or do you just you're still stuck in that grind where you're just like, I'm not thinking about that right now.
I'm in that grind mode because it's like, no, so I didn't realize how big I was until like I went back to my city.
Yes,
and then you like, I'm going like, I'm hanging with moms. Like we going to Macy's, we're in the mall. Like I'm doing regular stuff with my mom. And it's like, Jamal, let me get a picture. What? Who is that? Jamal Pogues, and it was like, motherfucker, you don't even know me. You want a picture? Like
it be like that. I see that shit happen,
but it's
bro.
cool. But it's cool. Yeah. But then it was like, and that was one of the reasons I was like, yo, mom's like, I can't go out with you.
Yeah.
And I'm not even that famous, but it was just like, Mom, I can't go out with you. Like, we gotta, like, I can't go out with you here. You know, and like, I can't go to my favorite food restaurants. Not like in a bad way. It's not like people going crazy, but then you just realize I go to my food restaurants. People
somebody will recognize you.
People will know me, but if you know me, I'm so low key. So I just be like, I'll be trying to. Like I'll be like, yeah.
Cap down.
Cap down. Like, I'll be wearing the most bummiest clothes. Like I'll be like, nah, but I love it. But but it's grind mode because it's like when I look at someone like Dan Henderson, two-time Pride champion. You know what I mean? Even Joe Daddy, man, Ultimate Fighter Season 2, fought for the belt. Bro. Even Dom Reyes, we don't see eye to eye, but he fought for the belt, bro. And arguably,
John Jones. That if people look at books, they might have said he took that fight, right?
You know what I'm saying? So to me, I haven't even touched near their greatness.
Yeah.
So to me, that's what I'm doing. It's I'm not gonna lie. I know it's small to some people, but I want to be the greatest dude to come out of high desert, So that's just kind of what my mind is. But I'm nowhere near them. Even if I believe my skills are better than theirs at a certain point, I haven't shown it in theirs. So you know what? I'm gonna be humble. I'm gonna shut up for now, and then I'm gonna say I still got a lot of work to do.
That's what's up, man. So what's next for you, man? What's the next steps for you that you got like?
We got PFL. After being released from the UFC, obviously UFC still to go.
You'll get there, bro.
UFC, and the belt's gonna be the goal, bro. Nobody that's my goal when I started. When I said I was gonna change my life, and that is the goal. So I'm not gonna I'm not gonna just give up on that. You know what I mean? So
you know what I mean? So then you came this far, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So for me and then plus fighting gave me so many opportunities to meet people, travel. That's the goal. Right now it seems like we got to deal with PFL. Mm-hmm. We got a chance to win some money over there. Get our name buzzing again, and then eventually get signed back to the UFC. So to me, that's just what I'm looking forward to. But other than that, I'm just looking forward to getting in the gym, keep getting better, get in better shape. And just trying to embrace. Just trying to enjoy each day. That's one thing I didn't do in my beginning of my career was enjoy the days. It was just work, and then didn't have fun. You know what I mean?
It sounded like you had fun this past weekend, bro.
We had too much fun.
You was telling us, before we started, but I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And to just circle back on that real quick, I'm sure Brandon Moreno, look at him. He got cut from UFC. Mm-hmm. He came back and won the belt. So it's there. It's possible, bro. It's a possibility. So, just...
To me, I'm trying to say I got the Rocky story. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be like the Brandon Moreno, you're trying to say that it's a lot of guys who had that. I don't want to make my career like this because obviously I would wish my career be great like John Jones, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's like, if God makes me go a different course, then that's where I have to go, But to me, it's like, I know what my end goal is. So, no matter what people say, do, whatever they try, it's like, man, that's where I'm going, bro. I got to get that. You know what I mean?
It makes you work harder. Prove them. When motherfuckers prove me wrong, it just makes me want to work 10 times harder.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna show you. Say that I deserve to be here, and I'm gonna get here. So
and doing like you were saying earlier, like how you were talking to kids, and people about giving them advice and this all that good stuff. Just to bring it back to you, say you're getting stopped at the mall with your mom. To them, that might be the opportunity. Be like, hey, you know what, I see him he's one of us, that's so it kind of ties back in together, bro. I
think people say I'm human. I think that's what's crazy. It's like I appreciate. Don't think I don't, but it's you for so long you had no help and no one cared, right? And then people only care when you get there. So then it's like when you get there, that's when your name start buzzing and all this stuff, and it's like by the time you do get the fame or notice or whatever, you just be like, I don't care for it. I needed it then to sell tickets as an amateur or sell tickets as a beginner pro. I needed that love, whatever the case may be. When then they did sponsorships and now you just be like, yeah, that's cool. You know what I mean? But you just be but I make sure, again, that goes back to me not being Matt Hughes, right? Not being grateful because I have an opportunity to just kind of be a hero in somebody's eyes. You know what I mean?
You never know. You might spark something in some kid, man.
What was that Tupac
I seen a kid cry when he met me, and that's what made me change my mind.
Yeah.
He was 7 years old, and he was just crying. I was just like, it fucked me up because my reaction wasn't right. It was I was just like, bro, he's crying for me. Why are you crying for me?
You couldn't process that.
I couldn't understand that because from the shit I've seen and done and grew up and not really. You don't get that love like that really at home. So to me, like a 7-year-old kid, obviously adults too, but like a 7-year-old kid crying, you're just like, me? Like, y'all crying over me, bro? Like, this is different for me, you know? So this is all a new thing to process too. So that's the crazy part.
That's that one Tupac saying, Pook. Like you said, I might not be the change, I'm gonna spark the.
I'm gonna put the spark that for somebody that will do that. You know what I'm saying? Like there was this one dude I seen on the podcast. He said it was the realest shit. He said he's like, I might not be the best or whatever the fuck it is, you know, that I want to be. He said, but 20 years from now or 10 years from now, there's gonna be somebody on the podcast talking about me being their inspiration. He's like, that's big enough for me because I sparked something to somebody to become who they are. And they might be the greatest fighter, football player, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. Like, I could see that. You know
I just try to do better. Like, so for me, like, people don't know, like, if you know my story, like, I had to raise, like, a cousin 15 years old by myself, you know, at 25, you know, you get custody of some kids. It makes you grow up, right?
Oh, fast.
So to me, it was like to see my cousin graduate college now, 1 year early.
Shout out to
it was like, not saying that wasn't an opportunity for me, but
your life was different.
My life was different, bro. Yeah, so to me, it was like, when he called me and told me graduate, I cried, bro. I was just like, I was just like, damn,
I cried too,
bro. Because sometimes you do think about like, what would my life be if I would have went to school, got a degree, bro? Like, damn, I wouldn't be getting punched, but then at the same, like, the shit wouldn't hurt so much.
All right, bro. Good thing you get punched, but you get punched back, though. You get punched back, bro.
Nah, you live about another day.
For real, bro.
But then but it's like the opportunity, like just me, my hard work, like having the money and all that stuff. It's like I just gave him an area to just flourish. Like, hey, look, you can be yourself. Keep your grades up. Be yourself.
Straight
up. I don't need nothing from you. Be yourself. You know,
y'all hear that, kids? Y'all hear that?
For real.
Be yourself. Be yourself.
Facts,
always,
bro. So he was walking to a room and be yourself. Don't change, right?
I ain't gonna say he wasn't like hard-headed and knucklehead. You know, it's like he still had to unlearn a lot of shit, but he tried to give me credit. I told him, you had to do the work. Yeah. Like, I mean, bro, that's what they did to me. Like, they took me out the streets and they took me out of being a bad kid, and they were just like, you can be great in fighting, go do it. And, you know, so to me, it was just like, I had the opportunity to be like, look, you can actually finish your dream and go to school. What you want to do, you know what I mean? So it was like, let me give you opportunity, you know what I mean? So it's just like that. Let me give you opportunity. I didn't do nothing for you. I gave you an opportunity. You took it. Be proud of yourself. Don't give me no credit. You did that. Like,
I know you be humble.
But to me, it's like, no, but at the end of the day, everybody want to say, I did that. But it's like, no, he did that.
No, facts.
No, that's facts.
I wouldn't have read that book.
You was just there. You were really just there to help him out.
I wouldn't have studied.
I was trying to get some girls in school and type shit. Bro.
He's like, I was just there for him. That's it. I didn't tell that motherfucker to do everything he do.
I just said, get your grades, like, keep your grades up, and then, like, I'll help you with the rest, bro. Like, and, you know, from there, he just figured it out on his own like I did. So,
that's
he did all that, bro.
Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. What's up, man?
You give him his flowers. You basically give him his flowers, like, or like you acknowledge, all right, bro, you do your shit, you feel like that. Some people be haters behind that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And people not genuine at heart. So then you reciprocate the energy you receive, bro. So like in a sense, like you doing that, you gonna get that shit tenfold because you're not a hating ass person. You feel me?
Because I didn't do it. I didn't do it in the wrong place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you came from a well
I did it because it was like I was him. So it was like, who know how to talk to you better in this situation than me? Like, bro, I was in that situation. So it was just like, of course I fucked up. Don't think I was perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah. I had to learn too. Like I told him, hey, bro, I don't know how it is to raise kids. So I'm going to have to learn too. But we helped each other. You know what I'm saying? I had to go
learn with each other.
You know, he helped me. I helped him. But it was mutual. So at the end of the day, I think that's what a friendship is.
That's respect, man.
You know, it's, yeah, you can say I helped him financially or I gave him a place, but it was like just to watch him, it was like it was watching me. So it was just like, damn, like, all right. So that's why I love that's what I mean. Like when you do that, it's like not be trying to just take credit for it. Just, man, that's probably one of my most proudest moments in my life. Like to me, I was just like, do your thing. He called me happy, got his first like corporate job, and I was just like, proud of you, bro. Let me borrow $1.
Let me all that.
Yeah, let me have that $1, bro.
It's like the same thing you were saying. Like the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink it, right? Like you helped him in that in what you did, but it was ultimately up to him to take those steps and to accomplish his goal. And he did, bro, and that's what's up, bro. I mean, you know, I know you're humble, but there's some kudos to you, some credit to you as well. You know,
you being there was
bro.
I'm not gonna say I got him into some clubs.
Yeah. When the dollar bills being thrown around.
You should have went to Atlanta with you.
Let's just say, man, we was in New York partying, and it was like I had to use a UFC status. You earned
that, bro. You earned that.
Hey, bro, I was like, hey, he a #1 amateur in the world in boxing. Can you, bro? I had to like lie and shit. Like they're like, okay.
Yeah.
Bought a bottle. They was like, just you two? Yeah. All right, come on.
Yeah,
let's
go, bro.
But you know, like I said, I wasn't I was more like the homie. Like I was just like, look, bro, like, come on, you want to do some cool shit? Cause I ain't about to stop doing cool shit. So
hell no. That's true, bro.
Man, but I love that dude, bro.
That's what's up. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to your cousin, bro. Hell yeah. And I was gonna say too, like I think you kind of touched on a little bit, but like, did you notice people switch up on you once you did make it to UFC? Like, were they treating you differently? Like, like good or bad? Like, can you like
that process of that? Yeah, going through that.
I'm gonna tell you, I had to cut off my last friend.
Oh shit.
Back home for like 18 years, bro. I know him since like the 5th grade, and I'm probably like 19 years. And then, but the first hit, we grew up. Well, I grew up with Green Tree, if you know about Victorville, and then it's like all the people around me, we all grew up together. So one of the guys, basically will say, I got signed to off a Contender Series. I get signed to the UFC. I'm going home. Yeah. I call my boys. I'm like, yo, I'm coming in town. I'm about to see moms. I want to go out to eat with y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see y'all. But like, I just want to spread some with y'all. Like, 2 people couldn't come, but it's whatever. But like, let's go. We go to dinner, and then I pay for it, right? Like, just like, and then everybody's like, you don't have to. I was like, nah, like, I love y'all. You know what I mean? Like, I love y'all.
That's
like,
right.
So I pay for it. So then we go out to this bar called Cosmos. So then I get to Cosmos. It's like a nightclub bar kind of thing. Yeah. So then we get there. A couple people's like, yo, Jamal, what's up? Blah, blah. They give me the bottle service. And then, you know, one of the dudes I went to high school with, he's the DJ. So, you know, they're giving me love, which is cool. Then I'm going to make the long story short. So we get there, it's bottle service. And then this is when I started seeing, then you start seeing some motherfuckers back in the day that used to beef with. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, then, like, you like, like you're like,
all right, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, and then like, you know, my boy got his girl. So you know, 2 of my boys, one of them had his girl. Yeah. And then like, me and him was peeping something like we was like, hey, like, he's like, bro, I'm on my girl. Like, I can't, you know what I mean? And then you know, so it was just stuff like that. So then I was like, bam, they just gave us like 2 bottles. So you know, you got to finesse your way out of it, and then. Later that night, we ended up hitting up this bar, playing pool. Told my boy, like, yo, can you get the first round? Like, because, man, I took care of the whole night, but what happened, I had to go to the bathroom. So I had to go to the bathroom. I come back. She was like, total's going to be $9. And I was like, so I don't know what instantly caused, like, $9, bro? What's up? You didn't get this? Oh, I ain't no UFC fighter like you. You think I got money? And blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, and I was like, he just snapped on me. And I was just kind of like, that's that one moment I was just like, hey, bro, like, it ain't even that serious. I just told you to do it. Yeah. I was going to the bathroom. Like, I was paying for the whole night. Anyway, I already planned in my head to pay for the whole night. Yeah. And I'm like, so when I ordered the rest of the drinks, it was like, Victorville's cheap anyway. So, so I'm thinking, like, it was like $35, and plus his drink would have been like 40-something. So I was just kind of like, bro, when we went to dinner, you ordered like $100 worth of food. And it was like, you would have spent that. But I'm just trying to put 2, but I was just like, whatever. And then he invited this girl he was talking to. And then it's like, so then it was like, I'm already on money. Yeah. No. Then like, my other boy's like, Jamal, don't say nothing. And then, you know, he's like, yeah, you know, me and my boy Jamal, we used to fight back in the day, you know. I was like, and it was just like, you start seeing him doing the extra. And I was just kind of like, so then I think I bought some more food, and he tried to eat some. I said, hey, I checked him right in front of everybody. I said, hey, remember you couldn't buy those drinks, don't touch my fucking food. Oh. I said, and I was like, everybody is welcome. Yeah. So if you touch my food, I'm gonna slap the shit out you. And I'm not trying to be aggressive, I'm not trying to be threatening, I'm not that.
But you already did some sucker shit.
Like, bro, you did some weird shit, and then you go try to bring this girl on flex. Yeah. And then the girl, I think that's when the girl realized, like, bro, you doing too much. And then kind of after that day, I was just kind of like, I was more mad about, I was like, man, I should never said that. That's one. But then 2 was like, you don't need that.
You shouldn't ever came at you like that.
Yeah, you know, so then I had to cut that friendship off. But then, then you see, like, people in your hometown that you knew never supported you. Now they give you support, and then now it's like then you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like it was a few girls I was trying to crack back home,
and then they get a time of day. They didn't get a time of day back then, bro.
Remember back in the day, bitch. Go fuck out of here.
And then Mike Jones back then. They did a woman down out there. Y'all know me, bro.
And then some of them is still bad. And he's like, I couldn't. I ain't gonna lie to you. My ego couldn't let me do it. My ego's like, I'm here. like you know. So it was like you get stuff like that, but. For the most part, it's just I think the world start treating you different, and I think that's what's weird. I feel like I'm the same person, but people treat you different just because you got status, and I don't think that's fair, man. Because it's like I'm the same dude speaking the same way, but just because you put a logo behind me,
them 3 letters.
And then you give me a blue check. Now it's like I'm somebody important. And I think that's the stupidest shit in the world.
Hey, back when the blue check, you had to earn that.
I got it right before.
That's what I'm saying. You had to earn that shit. You had to earn that. It wasn't just like, oh, you had to pay the fee and I get the fucking check.
I had to pay for that shit. Fuck
hey, bro, we gotta do it for the pod. We gotta do it for the pod.
We got a business. I was like, man, fuck it. We gonna do it.
That's different.
But it's this shit like that, bro. Like you just be like, bro, what? Like,
so do you think that some people like looked at you and were like, oh man, he changed or he's acting for like you acting different, but really it's them acting different. They looked at you differently because they seen you on a different level than them. And I mean it's true, you're doing things that they're not doing, you know what I'm saying? You're on TV, you know what I'm saying? You winning fights and shit like that. So did anybody ever like come at you like that in that way? Like, oh man, you know?
Yeah, and I got mad, but I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this because I just had this conversation with my boys. I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this.
Yeah.
So hear me out when I say this. Everybody say the people were fake, right? And this is the first thing we say. Our people was fake. They didn't ride with us. There's all this, but I was like, I told people I was fake to myself. You know what I mean? I was more fake to myself because I was hanging around with these people, and I don't know if you like me. I knew it was wrong, but I didn't care. Like, I knew I wanted to be this person, but I was doing this. You feel what I'm saying? Facts. So, to me, it was like I fucked up because I wasn't strong enough to be myself. Yeah. So, then when I started doing what was better for me, I watched people more be like, they were more like, Jamal, you were fun when you was like this. Jamal, you was cool when you was like this. And I was like, damn, I was cool when I was crashing out.
Crashing out,
when I was on your level. Yeah.
I was cool when I was willing to fight niggas in the bar with you, just do stupid shit. Like, I was cool with you and I was getting drunk every single day, or, you know, I was chasing pussy with you. Like, that's when I was cool. And I was like, that's when I was my worst. That's when I hated myself the worst, you know? So, to me, I wouldn't say that they were fake. I would say that I was fake. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I'm just more mad that I just wish I would have knew this sooner. You know what I mean? And so, like, if someone would have talked, like, gave me more confidence to be who I am. You know what I mean?
That's
so, like I said, you learn it. Sure. So I would never say people are fake. But don't get me wrong, you got some fake motherfuckers out there. You know what I mean? You got some fake. But then, like, to be honest with you, it's just like when y'all part ways, it's just like, you know, you just realize that wasn't ever you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what situation put you in, it's just like, I feel like God didn't intend you to stay there.
Yeah, because he knew who you really were.
You know who you really were. So, you know, that's why I feel like God knew who I was. So, like, I love everybody back home. Like, we might not talk every day. We can't talk every day because we're on 2 different wavelengths. But, you know, but don't think I hate y'all. Like, I love y'all.
Facts.
But if y'all knew what these problems is, I'm trying to deal with these problems, bro. These is hard, man. I dealt with those problems. So, I would say I was more fake to myself, and I wouldn't say to people.
That's real shit, man.
That's real shit,
I
bro.
never,
I appreciate
that answer was
that's
perfect.
That's a good answer,
bro.
That's real
perfect,
shit.
bro. I feel
real
that
shit.
110%, bro, because you weren't, you know, and I feel that sometimes because it's, like we said, you know, now that we're doing things now that we didn't do as kids because we were doing shit that we shouldn't have been doing, but we were doing it anyways, and now we're doing what we want to do now, you know what I'm saying?
So those nerves and all that, they was the cool ones. I wish, like, I would have stuck with those friends more, man. And that's probably the only thing I regret. But other than that, like, I don't really care. Like, I love my life now, but I love that I had that opportunity. You know what I mean? So I love that's what I love, man.
That's a good answer, bro. I fuck with that, bro.
That's what's up, man.
You say, you gotta find
out
a certain way.
That's a clip right there.
Clip that. Shit, bro. On some more lighthearted shit, I think you were talking about in the car. I'm sure you've been seeing the 100 men versus a one gorilla conversation going on.
Look at his face. He's like,
so we want to get your view.
Yeah, what do you think, bro? What do you think, man?
This dude tagged me yesterday. It was like, I want Jamal. Don't tag me.
Don't bring me that shit, bro.
I'm not going to be there.
Don't tag me, bro. Listen, I'm telling you. Look, Don't let this. I'm scared of everything. I'm scared of bugs. I ain't know, bro. I don't like bugs. Listen, I see a wild dog, I'll be running. Listen, I'm not fighting no gorilla.
Bro, like I said, 5'11", 6 feet, between 300 and 500 pounds.
Listen, this
abnormal strength. Come on.
This is all I said.
Yeah,
I said 100 Brock Lesnar's maybe.
But
don't put Jamal in there. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch.
Go pull up and see.
Watch your arms and limbs get ripped off.
I'm a fan. I'm like, put Brock Lesnar there. Don't put me in there, bro. But
his daughter, dude. Have you seen his daughter?
His daughter is.
She's a beast, man. She's a beast.
Put that thing in there too. Put that thing in there too,
bro. Because that shit, like, come on now, bro. Like you said, no weapons, no nothing, bare hands, bro. Come on now. If you have weapons, okay, I could probably bend a little more that way, right? But just bare hands, bro. Come on now, like. Be real, bro. I'm not saying.
I'm gonna say this: people ain't even cracking people in a real street fight.
Yeah,
so let's not
you ain't cracking no gorilla, bro. Nah,
for real,
bro.
No.
My thing is like, who's gonna be the dummies to die first? Because
I'm number 100.
Yeah, out of 100, a couple
like WWE Royal Rumble. I'm pilling 100.
Yeah,
100. I'm 100.
You be sitting back, chilling, drinking, like waits for your turn.
Nah,
like,
I'm leaving.
Yeah. He's out.
I'm trying to find out how to get out.
Hey, y'all figure it out. Y'all figure this shit out. I'm out of here, man.
I got 99 chances to get up out of here.
Bro, what if there was like a millionaire out there that like set it all up right, and the winner gets like $1 million? The last man to survive is $1 million. You think someone would be crazy enough to join that challenge?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, Mr. Beast would do some shit like that. I swear to God.
Set it all up and shit. Come on.
He'd be like, "Oh, if you leave right now, you can just take all the money, fuck it up for everybody." Mr. Beast will do it. Yeah, but I'm not fighting no gorilla, bro.
Nah,
like,
fuck that, man.
I don't know if we'll win or not, but I'm not gonna figure it out. Like,
I seen the video.
I think
with
the gorilla
gorillas.
gonna win, bro. But
No,
I'm not about to figure him out, bro.
Fuck that shit. I wouldn't even want to fight.
Even my
one.
damn little dog is strong. So like, I'm like,
for real, bro.
He was saying something about a chimp, right? We was like, bro, a chimpanzee can fuck you up, bro.
Well, they're saying like they're 2.5 times stronger than us, so we barely can win against that motherfucker. Like
they got that
silverback. Come on now.
We barely.
I was gonna say a word, but they got them slow people straight. If you know what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want to say the R word, but you know what I mean.
For real, like come on now.
All right, hear me out. I know this is off topic, but you know I don't be liking, bro. You can't say this shit we used to say back in the day.
Bro.
But but like, listen, I don't mean it like in a disrespectful way, if that makes sense. Like,
No,
we get you.
It's
bro.
just
We
the
get
way
you.
like we grew up. Like it would just be like, I ain't gonna say the word because elemental P community will come after me.
The alphabet people.
But the alphabet. But it's like we used to say a certain word, but it was like I have an uncle that's what I mean, that's like he's gay, but I'm like, I don't hate my uncle. Like I love my uncle. Like
exactly.
But it was just like we used to use that. Even my uncle would be like, he didn't care, so it's just weird to see.
Because they were used to it too.
It's a new one. It's a new one. It's a new one.
Yeah, you know. So
it's
but
that
then,
woke shit. That new woke shit, man.
But you know what? Like, I guess you ain't supposed to say it, but
man, hey, you remember in high school when they used to do that announcement in the morning? They're like, don't say this word if you mean whack or some shit. Like every morning, I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. We still using this shit.
Yeah, we gonna still use the word. Like, that's what I mean. But like,
it'd be like
this generation just.
Oh, they weak, bro.
That's why I don't be saying that no
man.
more. That's why I just be like, hey, bro, I'm gonna just stick with my people because.
For real, man.
Yeah.
So that's kind of leads to my next question too. Like, do you feel like you have to like hold back since you're more of a public figure now? That you have to like kind of like your persona, your image, or do you don't give a F about it? Like, because I kind of feel like you don't, because you're yourself, right? But like, there's a, like, or don't say this potential because the sponsor might not get you, or this, or they might not like this.
Yeah.
I think differently on a lot of things. So I think as an athlete, and especially if you're of color, be careful what box you put yourself in. You feel what I'm saying? So you go talk your way into only being able to get a certain amount of sponsors, right? So, but then at the same time, in order for me to grow, how about this? I want you to love me for me, right? Right. So if you hate me for me or love me for me, at least do it for me, right? So I'd rather speak my truth. So it's like, if you come to watch me fight, you come to watch me. I didn't come to watch you. Yeah. But if you come to watch me, I have to be myself. But there's a fine line where I'm like, all right, bro, y'all take this shit too far, right? Yeah. Like, you can't cross certain lines with this world, right? Like, when you start disrespecting people and their families and their religion, then you start going to, like, okay, cool. Like, you can't say that word okay, cool, bro. Like, just don't say it. Like, you know what I mean? Because you don't realize, like, they have a lot of money and back. And from there, and like, to me, like, I love guys like Jordan Levitt. We know he's not, boom. Yeah. He has a wife and kids.
Yeah. But he's still with Torque?
But then he's like, forget it. If y'all gonna say, he's like, because you know what? That's who his fans are. So he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna start twerking. Yeah, but listen, I'm not gonna twerk for some cash. Yeah.
I want to see some cash. Saw that money and they gonna make me that.
But I loved how he played it because it was like he found a role that was his, and it sounds weird. Yeah. He found a role that was like, oh, y'all put me here.
He ran with it. Yeah.
But he's like, well, since nobody's in this field and I can make some money here, let me go over here.
He leaned into it.
So I'm like, I got you. But for me, I'm like, I can't do that. But like at the same time, you know, everybody has their own lane. So it's like, you can't put me in this box, but eventually I'm going to find my box. You know what I mean? Yeah, so when you find your box, I would say that. But I would say, don't lower your chances. You know what I mean? That's all I would say. Don't go out here and start getting arrested, start fighting people, talk about people's religions. And, you know, you don't never know who you're going to meet and how people feel about certain things, you know what I mean? And they don't even have to be their religion. They can have a friend from that or whatever, and they're like, well, my friend feels like this, and that's my friend, so I don't like you. So just watch out what you say. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Just watch out what you say,
Gotcha. No, what'd you say, Drew? Okay, my bad. Sorry. But, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say right now, bro. The story, man, I know you mentioned it earlier, bro, about you getting stabbed. How the hell did that happen? What was you doing, bro? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
You caught me off guard.
Yeah, you did too.
Bro, let me tell you. I'm young, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I lied to my mom and was like, I told her I was going out of town with like my coach. I told her like I was leaving. Like I didn't leave. Like so what happened was I'm out one night. I'm at this bar and then like Victorville. I ain't gonna lie to you. You got some racist white people, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm at this bar and. It was just like I was like, oh, excuse me, sir. Like I'm always respectful. Like, excuse me. He said like, fuck you saying to me, darky, like, and like, and I was like, bro, like that was like, but listen, that's me now.
Yeah.
Young me, like, nigga, what you say? Like, and then he just starts saying something. Mind you, all the security dudes at the bar happen to be my teammates or used to be my teammates. So like, it's the city, right? Bro, I was a young dude, punched this dude in the face. Like, crack this shit open. Big fight happened. Next thing you know, all the dudes like, hey, bro, you got to get out of here. You got to go. We're leaving. I remember this crazy thing. This older black lady was in the bar. She grabbed my arm when I was walking out. And I was like, she grabbed me, but I was like about to swing because, like, you know, I'm like, and she tells me, like, hey, baby, is what you respond to is not what they call you. She's like, but good job. I didn't understand that till later, but I remember she told me that. Yeah. So then I'm outside. Like, you know, people, like, we're walking out. Makes you know, they come, like, couple of his boys coming out. Then we start fighting. Yeah. And then that happened. Next thing you know, everybody was like, yo, Jamal, like, okay, we fighting, whatever. Like, people getting dropped. Like, so then, actually, one of my boys getting jumped, and we came over. This is the crazy fight. Yeah. Next thing you know, when it all started settling down, they were like, Jamal, you got stabbed. I was like, what? What happened, bro? Like, I was just almost like, what? And then, like, I looked, it was like, your chest. And I was like, I don't know why I pulled it. Like on some movie shit. Like listen, like I pulled it and then like, like just started squirting.
Oh, shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Nigga, I went, oh my God. Like my knees, everything.
You think it was the blood? It was the blood?
You know, so that shit was impaled in you. He left, it was
like a short blade. Like nigga had like a short blade. So like, I remember it happened, but like I got the scar still on my neck. It was funny, I was at the PI and I think it was like Olivia, like PT. She was like, what's this guy? I was like, that's when I got stabbed. She's like, okay, I'll go buy it.
Shout out Olivia, man. Shout out her. She from Long Beach too.
But it was just stuff like that. Like, I remember when I did it, like, I remember, like, you know, you always had those hard-ass stories, like, people want to tell you, like, man, when I got shot or when I got stabbed, yo, I don't got one of those, bro. I think, like, at that moment, I was like, I would die. My boy grabbed me like, walk. I said, I can't.
So obviously you didn't feel it at first, right? But is there a way to describe how you felt afterwards? Did it feel like a certain, like it was a pain or stinging? Was it just?
It was just like cold.
Cold.
Like it was just cold. Like, and it was like I could move, but I couldn't move it. Like, so it was like I can like, but it was like I couldn't. But it was just cold, and I was just sitting there like, damn, bro. Like you would think this shit like hurt, like, and it didn't hurt. Like it was just cold, and I think the next day. It was hurting. It was hurting.
Damn, I can imagine, bro.
Like, but that day, you just sitting there like, after I like stopped acting like a little bitch, I was just like, damn, bro, this how I'm gonna die? Like,
start contemplating this shit.
Yeah, like, and I was just thinking to myself, like, bro, out of all this shit you could have done, like, a bar fight because the dude called you a darkie and a nigger and all that. Like, you was like, damn, like, I got stabbed for this. Like, you know how many times I've like gotten into people's faces and been like, nigga, stab me, do something. And I was like, but I stabbed because like
you probably got stabbed and you're like, oh fuck, never mind. I'm cool on this shit.
For real, bro.
It was like that one video I seen some dude, like some guy got pulled out a gun and he's like, shoot me, motherfucker, shoot me. He gets all mad. And then that motherfucker takes off his shirt like he about to do some dude shoots. Like, ah!
Yeah, I think I seen that shit. I think I seen that.
Like I was like, where? Oh
hell no!
That was just bad.
That's crazy. That's probably who was talking to, bro, because you knew he had that, in his pocket.
Yeah.
You know,
was it him? Was it the dude that said it to you?
I don't know. That's
Random.
the crazy part. Like I really don't.
Like you didn't know.
It was intense.
Yeah,
Just chaos.
I ain't gonna lie. It was probably like 9 of us, so it was just like
holy shit.
Like, I don't even know how, like where it came from. I'm swinging left, right.
Yeah.
See my boy getting jumped, swinging like.
That's
and then
crazy,
you leave, and then I'm in my I was like, oh yeah, I'm going out of town to Vegas with Joe for like 2 weeks. Like lied to him I was going to my coach house, and then I was
damn, bro.
I got stitched up by the homegirl, and then like next thing you know, like, cause you're a nurse, so she.
Okay, shout to her.
She got the hood nurse, so then she was like, shout to her. She got us, and then she was like, she told me she got lucky. She was like, you got lucky.
Yeah.
And she was like, you got real lucky, and then she stitched it up, and then like I took 2 weeks off, and then I came back to training, started learning my boxing coach, talking about like I injured this and shit, and you just went on from there. But yeah, bro, don't leave that shit alone.
For real, bro.
Sometimes in bar fights ain't worth it, bro.
It does, bro. It does, man. You never know what somebody got, bro. Because the hands down, bro, you would have whooped feet easy if it was a one-on. You already know, bro, but he had that.
Bro.
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, that was that moment. I said, "Oh, bro, you a bitch." Like,
facts,
bro. My homeboys and I let that shit down, bro. They were like, "Man, when you shut up."
Don't bring it up.
That's fucking crazy. But my dad has a story like that too, but exact same shit. But he got cracked in the head with a. He ended up putting that dude in a coma, but he got cracked in the process. He got cracked in the head with a beer mug back in the day.
Yeah.
And it was like he just came back from the Navy too, and that motherfucker called him the hard N word. And he's like, "What?" Fucking, it was just all bad. So that motherfucker got like staples and everything. So it was all bad. Yeah.
Bro, that shit's.
You never know.
Yeah. Like you could have just looked at me wrong, and I was gonna fight you. Like
exactly.
that wasn't gonna help out. Yeah.
The shit too, but you was talking earlier, like how we said too, like about kind of watch if you have to watch what you say and all that stuff. So to pivot to somebody else that's really not watching what he say, Kanye, bro. I don't know if you've seen his tweets and stuff, bro. You think someone should take his phone away or something, bro? What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
I pray for him, bro.
I do too, bro. I swear to God, dude.
Like I pray. Like I've been in a point in my life where I don't judge nobody, but I understand. Like, listen, I don't understand Kanye.
Who does?
Never.
But listen, the way, like, because what I'm saying is, like, I know my family don't understand me as I'm chasing greatness or fighting. Yeah. So I'm like, I ain't never had that success. So that's probably why I don't understand you. Because I know motherfuckers that don't understand me. So that's the only reason why I be giving, like, leniency. Okay. And that's what I try to explain to y'all. And then he just say some shit, and I'll be like,
every time, though. It's every time when you like, hey, bro, he's going through some shit, and he says some more wild shit. Like, bro, come on, bro. I'm trying to beat.
Yeah,
like,
I'm trying to give you the grace. I'm trying to give you the grace.
Yeah. But you fucking it up.
Yeah, I just be like, nah, bro, he good. Like, he just, he's trying to get back. Like, he's trying to get back at the system. Like, that's the only thing I can say. You just be like,
that's his whole thing, right? Yeah.
I feel like at this point, he's at a point where he's just trying to still be relevant. in any type of way. And it's like, bro, you doing a lot of crazy. Like some things, bro, just take that shit to the grave, bro. Like I feel bad for your cousin that's in prison right now. Like, hey, so you the cousin? But like, like I can just imagine that. Like, motherfucker, I don't want nobody to know that shit. Like,
I don't know what it is. Like, like crazy, you said, that fame shit is like, it's crazy, bro. You know, I don't know. Like, bro. Maybe if he wasn't, I think maybe if he's not famous, he got to face them demons finally. And then it's like, that's the scariest part, bro, when you got to face them demons. So go wild, like crazy, man. Bro, I guess, until you can't no more. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
It seems like he's at his last fucking deck of cards, man. He run out of ideas right now.
For real. I think that's what we're saying too. Like, bro, Twitter X, what you want to call it, bro, that ain't your therapist, bro.
Nah,
putting shit out there like that, like you said, take that shit to the grave and keep it to yourself. Or actually go to a therapist. Don't
any social media. Don't.
I don't get people like that. Like people just go online and tweet stuff and like I hate when people be like, "Oh, my day is bad and this shit sucks," and blah blah blah. And I'll be like,
telling their life story. Like TikTok, you know the TikTok stories that they be people telling me. I'm like, dude, I get it. Like this, it's entertainment for me because I'm watching it. Yeah. But bro, I would never. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not doing all this shit because now you're getting people just that that look at you like because even though you telling them something, they still looking you stupid.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's why I just be. Like only thing you will see post is like I'll either go post some comedy or I'm gonna post some motivational shit.
Exactly.
Like, like I posted a video yesterday. Like I'm at PFL yesterday. We're watching the fights. Ringside, and I just told everybody, like, hey, bro, I keep chasing my dream and shit, bro. Like, UFC coming, but look where I landed. I was like, bro, I can't believe it. Like, I'll say something like that, but I ain't about to go in there and be like, man, more like this, and this girl left me, she cheated on me.
Let me tell you a story about how my girl cheated on me 3 years ago. Like, motherfucker, it was 3 years ago. You tell the story now because of TikTok? Come on, bro. Like,
when you do shit like that, it projects like a negative towards other people, bro. Where people don't realize that because you speaking like all that bad shit on social media, you putting that on others because they're watching it. Yeah. So people don't be mindful, bro. You're like, it's a chain reaction, bro. Like you just keeping that energy.
You keeping that
that negative shit.
Because like you said, the people who have that point of view, they gonna latch onto it, right? Like I'm like they always told you growing up like evil, like
the evil eye and shit.
The evil eye, bro. And then attaches. It's like a cyst. It's like a it's like an infection, right? But at the same time, it's like I realize that people don't care either. Yeah. Because people got their own problems too. So then you just be like to me, if you be like I remember I broke up with my ex, and it was just like she told me like one of her worst problems, and I was just like, what? Like,
I really want to hear that.
Like, and I was like, yo, we can't be together. Like, but it's not like it's not that I didn't have compassion. It was just like,
I don't want to know that.
So like if people tell me, but then I do try to what we don't have is men though. Like if there's a dude, I always try to be like, hey, I'm praying for you. If it's serious, if it's some bullshit, go to hell, keep dealing with it.
Yeah, for sure.
But if it's like if you real and it's genuine, and I know a lot of people don't have outlets, and that's why I say it's that 2-edged sword, because sometimes they can be that nigga just need to write it, right? Mm-hmm. And then me, I type it on my phone like in notes, and then I let it go. Yeah. But I would just say like it's always two sides to it. So
for sure.
But like, man, just go to therapy. Get some good friends, and talk to God. I would just keep saying the same thing, bro. Pick up a Bible.
Go work out. Go do something. Get your mind. Go run. Go pro run.
But yeah, bro, I can't do that.
That's just crazy, man. Yeah,
but shit, man. And two, say, gotta bring up the story about me and you went to the strip club that one time, bro. Ooh. Man.
Oh shit, I gotta hear this.
Man,
I gotta hear this.
So we was talking about it, the whole time at work, like, I'm gonna get you to come to the strip club, I'm down, let's go. We go do our thing, we in there doing our thing, whatever. Yeah. Then he's like, what kind of girls you like? I'm like, well, I like them thick, this and that, whatever, blah, blah. And then Jamal goes, he finds a girl for me. We drinking, we chilling, whatever. Like, hey, you ready to go up? I'm like, I'm already gone, bro. I'm like, let's go. Like, I'm going up. We go up there and then go to the private little sections up top. And then I'm like, all right, it's gonna be like $500 for 30 minutes or like an hour for $1,000. I'm like, and I had my card, bro. Like, I literally handed it to this man. And I was like, what? I snatched that shit so good. I said, fuck that. I ain't paying for this shit. And the girl was like, what's wrong? I thought, what's wrong? I'm like, fuck this. I ain't got that shit in my bank.
I ain't
got this shit in my
He was going all through, so I was like, and then she was like, you want to dance? And I was like, I don't know, ask him. She was like, well, that's your friend. Yeah. So I'm like, ask him if he wants to dance. So I was like, bro, you trying to go up there and get a dance? And when he said, yeah, I was like, cool. I'm going to go up there and make sure he don't he don't get fucked over. You know what I mean? So then I was like, I'm trying to make, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make sure. And then I was like, I don't know what they talked about because they talked their thing. Like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? And they came over. And I was like, all right, let me just make sure the transaction goes smooth. And then he said,
yeah. I was like, fuck that. I snatched my car so quick, bro. I ain't got that. I ain't gonna front. I'm not gonna front. I ain't got that, bro.
He was like, hey, I ain't trying to make you look stupid. I said, hey, bro, it's cool. Like, I wouldn't spend that either.
Real shit.
Hey, you could have lied. He was like, I would have done it either.
I was like, hey, I thought you agreed. So I was trying to make sure.
Like, I wasn't judging, bro. Hey, each his own.
But I just say I was teed up at that point. As soon as I heard that number, I sobered up quick. I was like, no.
1,000 for an hour is crazy.
That is
It was like some number like that, bro.
Yeah,
and I was like,
yeah, he looked at me. I was like,
Gracias Chica Bonitas or
yeah,
something.
bro. It's next door. He was at Palomino's.
Oh, it was next door?
We were at Palomino's.
Oh,
it's next
damn.
door, bro. I'm a host at Palomino.
Hey, man, get this man a deal for real.
Hey, sponsors. Let's get it.
You been to, what's it called, Las Toxicas? You heard that new spot?
I seen that song. It was in Industrial or Highland or some shit?
It's right there, yeah.
Like, we went, so look, we had like an industry night we went, and then one of the GMs, he invited me, so I had to go. Yeah. And yeah, bro, that was just crazy.
Toxic. Because it's all Latina, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's all Latinas.
One of the girls was stealing money from me, and I knew it. And
That's toxic for real.
But I knew the GM, and I told the GM looked on the camera, was like, yeah. And I was like, she can have the ones. Like, just catch that. Then, you know, I start drinking. All of a sudden, like, I'm going to tell by, like, listen, I start drinking, bro. It's over after that. Like, no, it depends if I'm single or not. Like, if I'm single, I'm coming home. I'm coming home, bro, with 3. Like, if I'm in a relationship, I'm calling my girl, I miss you.
Yeah. Come pick me up.
Come pick me up. I just want to be with you. But if I'm single, bro, I'm about to be, it's beast mode after that, bro.
But it was a good time though. We went to Palm. It was a good time, bro. It was a good ass time.
It's chill, bro. It's not like, it's more like a lounge. That's why I tell you, it's like a lounge, and then you got the girls, and then the drinks is cool. We pour heavy. The music is cool. It's just really be laid back, and then I think that's why we be making money, because it's like everybody come in, relax, chill. It's not like forced, and then you know you have a good time. You start spending money, so I just be like. You know me, I got to put on my customer service voice.
Yes.
So I'll just be like, yes, sir.
Bro, I was not saying, bro, like I already done spent money at that night. So I already knew my number in my head that I had. I was like, so when she said that number, bro, I was like, bro, I'm paying for this shit right now. Like, you know, I'm barely been giving, you know, I'm trying to like, you know, be cool, at least have something to throw and have something to give, you know. So when I heard that number, bro, I was like,
listen,
instant.
I just left PFL and we went to La Palace, right? It's a strip club. And I'm not going to say who was with me. So, and then, and next thing you know, like, they give me, like, the per diem. They give me cash. Do not give me cash.
Oh, shit.
Don't give me. So, you already know. So, like, we get in there, get the cash, take some more money out. And I was like, technically, I only spent this much because I wasn't counting. You know, I just tried to make it in my head, man. I just started throwing money in there, bro. It was just like, man, it was so much BBLs in Orlando, bro. I was like, like, next
you get some money. You'll get some money.
Like,
to the Oprah real quick.
Yeah, and it was like, and then, you know, you get the girls that be trying to talk to you, but like, I'm in the strip club, so I get it. So then I start talking to them with certain, they be like, damn, I can't run game on you. You be like, nah.
I'm seasoned,
like,
baby.
Yeah, I'm seasoned,
Stupid.
And then like you just start, and then next you know, girls be like, man, what you doing? I'm trying to hang out with you. You dope as hell. And I'll be like, I'm a cool ass nigga. You just can't run game on me. Then it's just like, next you know, they get caught in the sauce. And then but I ain't gonna lie, I was just like, some chick, she was like, I want to come to the fights with you tomorrow. And I was like, ooh, can't do that. No. That's business.
For real.
That's
Keep
business.
it apart.
It's like, but I was like, anywhere else, like we good, but it just.
That's fucking funny.
I think you would like this story. I'm not gonna say names there like you. It was a strip club incident, you know, same thing. My boy's up there living it up, doing his thing, and he ends up paying a certain amount of money to take her home. First of all, he fucked up by taking her to his house, right? You know what I'm saying? You never take one of those chicks to your crib.
Bro.
And he took her up to the crib, you know, gets cracking, whatever, busts is quick, and he's trying to go again. He said, now it's gonna be another, whatever, 1,000.
For another nut.
Yeah, he's like, it'll be another 1,000. And then,
so it wasn't for the night?
No, it was just for that. And then and she got mad, bro. He got mad at her, like, it was like cussing at her and all this stuff. Yeah. and bro, he kicks her out. Bro, she ends up like breaking shit in the house, breaking windows, breaking
that bitch
frames.
is crazy.
And I was like, bro, see, that's why you never do that, bro. Like, if you want to do it, at least be a little smart about it. You know, you don't take it to your place where you live, bro.
Go get a hotel at that
But
point.
you know what I'm saying? Did I tell you something, bro?
It's tough because it be the situation.
Yeah. I get it. No, I get it.
Because if you got a little, like, if you got that bad one that you've been trying to crack for a while and she lets you do it, and you be like, you can't look like no punk. Like, you got to be like, because I got my own crib, so I just be like, you got to come to the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, like, I ain't gonna lie to people be like, your house is clean? Yeah. Like, and I already know my shit just be just the vibe, so I just, you know, I just keep it like that. But, yeah, it depends, though. But then, like, you know, you'll talk to someone, you be like, I cannot bring this one. Like, I got to figure out how to finesse this because this girl cannot know. Like,
exactly.
I'm about to fuck you like I'm fresh out of jail. And you can't know where I live. But I also know I can't go, like, you got a roommate, and I might, you know, like, you be like, I'm going to your crib. Like, I got to crack that shit over there, and then, you can't come to where I live.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
Funny, man.
That's why I was loving it half the time. I think y'all stopped it because one girl tried to get through the club, like, tried to get through the PI at the front gate. And then they were like, I'm with Jamal. And it was a girl trying to get through. She was like, UFC.
Be like that, bro.
So they got through the front. They got, like, the ladies at the front desk was like, Jamal, who's this? I'm like, don't know.
I wasn't there. What happened on my watch?
No. Like, like she tried to say, like, I was like, no, I didn't. Like, no, I didn't. They were like, I was asking them, like, hey, is that car still out the gate? Because, you know, it's only one way out.
Car,
they gonna see so I stayed there the whole time.
But my boy turned into Bill Clinton. I did not have such a relationship with that woman. Never seen that.
Facts, bro. Man.
Oh, man. Well, man, it was good,
Thank
man.
you, security. Thank you, security.
Hey, it wasn't me, bro. I would have stopped right at the gate. I'd be like, hey, you
No,
ain't
they stopped her. They were like, Jamal, did you? I was like,
That's fucking hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie to you. But they even said, they're like, dude, she bad. I said, I know, but don't, no. Like, I don't even, like, I think I was like, you don't even know my training schedule. I think she just knew I was gonna be at the UFC building. Like, she
That's
just like,
crazy.
took a shot in the dark type shit.
yeah, I was like, let me go see. But I'm glad y'all check in because, man, that would have been.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful out here with some of these females, man. Look at Anthony Edwards, man.
Oh,
he got locked up with that one girl, right?
He had a baby.
Yeah,
That baby with
he called.
He tried to pay the whole front.
He paid the whole thing.
But no, I guess they didn't allow him to.
I think he tried,
He
right?
tried to, but they said,
to.
They're like, nah. Because the court trying to get money out that, man. They're
Of
like,
course.
fuck that. You know, 1.2 million, yeah, nah, bro. We're going to do the calculations. You're going to pay because the more money you make, that's the more shit that we're going to want. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
And then Shannon Sharp, too, recently, you know.
Oh, that's another one,
He
man.
went in tight ass pants. He did it.
Hey, yo.
Give me some more alcohol.
I got you.
I got you,
Give me some more alcohol.
Nah, definitely, man.
You saw him doing the electric slide? You seen that video?
I
That
seen that
nigga-
shit,
no,
bro.
listen.
He did not.
That nigga be wearing tight ass pants with his dick all out.
Bro, he be too tight, bro.
Listen,
Like,
you don't talk to no
stiff.
dude that thick. Like, bro,
Yeah.
you too big with them tight old clothes, with
Nah,
your
fuck
balls
that
hanging
shit.
out. He did it.
Yeah,
He
I
did.
just seen Drew on. Something came out with a stylist or something,
He just
talking
yeah.
or some shit. Yeah.
No, he did it, bro.
Yeah,
He did it. I'm not
think
gonna lie to you. He did
You
it.
think he like the
did.
R word for sure?
He did it.
I'm not saying he didn't sleep with her, but you think that what she's saying, like basically he violated?
Them
sexual
pants too
assault?
tight. I think.
Fuck yeah, but fine.
That's all you need to know, the
He said,
pants.
the pants. That's it. It's a wrap.
I'm like,
I
bro,
said
why
the
you-
eyes never lie, Chico. The
Yeah,
pants never
nah,
lie,
he
Chico.
did. Nah, because Monique told him, get your old bitch. Remember she said it, like, stop doing that.
shit.
She told him, and she told him right before that, like, stop playing that. That shit gonna happen to you. She told him in the interview. And then guess what happened? She told him right before that, like, what, 6-7 months later.
I forgot about that shit.
She
He
told
did
him.
it. Yeah.
Nah, he did it.
Yeah,
He
because he
did
had it
it.
on a Club Shay Shay, right? That's he
Come
had
on,
it
man.
on
What the
there.
hell you doing? You a 50-year-old black man doing. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
19, 20-year-old
19,
chick.
20-year-old, bro. They don't even think right, bro.
Nah,
30-year-olds
at
don't
all.
even think right.
Yeah,
Come on,
real.
bro. Like,
At all, man. You
Man,
tripping.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
and you know he's saying some old nigga slang. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And he from the
Like,
South, too. He from, like, the rural South, bro.
You know what?
You know?
You know what? But after that video came on IG that supposedly leaked out that he didn't know was
accident.
recording, you know what? I agree with you. He did that shit. He did that
that.
shit. Because after that one, I was like, nah, bro. You did that shit on purpose,
like,
man.
I don't really, like, I ain't going to discuss my personal, you know, sex life, but, like, I don't talk like how that nigga be talking. Like, you know, like.
Like Ocho Cinco said.
Yeah.
He's like, damn.
Yeah, like, You know,
I know you was like that.
Yeah, like he was too into it.
Yeah,
He did it.
Freak ass boy. Freak ass boy.
Yeah, he did
it.
Sue his ass. That nigga need to pay.
Yeah, for real. Hey, that's why he was trying to pay that 10 mil. And she didn't want it. There's something that we don't know.
He did it, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
Well, shit, man. It was a pleasure having you here, brother, and shit like that coming through. And we're gonna do this again, man, for sure, man. When you your next fight, what's your next fight coming in? I mean, whatever's coming.
Could you wait in the alternate?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alternate for PFL. So then it's like, they offered me a fight in a couple months against one of the dudes who lost on the card, right? Okay. So that doesn't mean I'm in the tournament. It's just gonna be an alternate fight on the card, and then if someone pulls out last minute,
so you're the runner-up.
I'll be the next runner-up. So
okay,
got you, bro.
Shit, man.
Let us
know, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shit,
we come if it's out here, for sure, come see you, man. For sure, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, wherever it is, just let us know, and for sure, we're gonna be, we're gonna post you and shit like that for everybody and shit. But appreciate everybody coming through and shit like that. Appreciate Jamal coming through. And
about to say, man, no, I appreciate you, man. I've been talking about it for a long time, bro. But thank you for coming, bro. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to us, bro. And just thank you, bro, for pulling up, man. We gotta get you back in, bro.
With the homies, man.
With the homies, bro. That's how it is, bro. That's how it is, bro. That's how it is, bro. Come on, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Follow him, bro. Follow him. Check him out, bro. His
Check
next
him out,
fight,
man.
he'll be back in the UFC in no time, bro. Just watch. Just watch, baby. Just watch.
Watch what they say. Watch it. Look, I'm gonna hear you go hear it here first when y'all post this shit in a few years.
Yeah.
When I become world champion, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh my God, Jamal, we believe in you." We're gonna say it like this: "There ain't too many people that I still deal with since I left the UFC, all right? Because everybody was fake, they did whatever. He was one of the few dudes who actually stayed solid all the way, right?
Thank you, bro.
I'm going to say it's probably 6 of them, but he was one of the few. So when this shit happens, I've been telling every interviewer from MMA to anything that I'm going to be back, I'm going to be at the top. So just stay tuned, man.
Stay tuned,
let's
baby.
go. I like that. So y'all already know what it is, man. Thank y'all for coming in, posting with the homies. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, all that good shit. We're gonna put the homies' info and everything like that. Give him a follow. Go root for him. He gonna be on top soon. Y'all see, he said it here first, man.
Baby.
First here. And so y'all already know what it is, man. Appreciate all the love, man. We out this motherfucker. Peace out.
Yeah, baby. Let's go. Jamal in the building.
Hey.
Let's go, bro.